Assalamualaikum. Once again, welcome to our YouTube channel, Pagasinan NHS Barm Tawi-Tawi. And to this program, the Paduman or the Guides. At this time, we are on episode 2, which is on assessment computation or transmuting scores into grade, or shall we say, on grading system for school year 2020-2021. And this is based on the DepEd Order number 31 series of 2020, which is interim guidelines for assessment and grading in light of the Basic Education Learning Continuity Plan. Also in consonant with DepEd Order number 8 series of 2015, which is a policy guidelines on classroom assessment for K-12 Basic Education Program. The DepEd Order number 8 series of 2015 is still take its effect up to this school year. However, there are some provisions or revisions made in the DepEd Order number 31 series of 2020, which supersede the DepEd Order number 8 series of 2015 for some provisions only, and the rest still take its effect. Also, we have to take note for DepEd Order number 31 series of 2020. It's stated in this DepEd order under number 6, private schools, technical and vocational institutions, and higher education institutions, including state and local universities and colleges offering the K-12 Basic Education Program, are encouraged to implement these interim policy guidelines as well. The DepEd Order 31 series of 2020. They are encouraged to follow. Private schools and institutions are permitted to modify these policy guidelines according to their philosophy, visions, and mission with the approval of the respected DepEd regional office. So, pwede mag-modify yung ating mga private schools. Pero with approval pa rin ng DepEd regional office. Kaya now, let's proceed on computations. Let us see what are those additional or revisions on the DepEd Order number 8 on how we can compute or transmute scores into grade so that the parents, the students will know, especially of this school year 2020-2021. Before we proceed with the computations or transmutation of scores into grade, it is also important for us to know the grading system in the K-12 curriculum. Based on the DepEd Order number 8 series of 2015, the K-12 Basic Education Program uses standard and a competency-based grading system. This can be found in the curriculum guides. All grades of the student is taken from the weighted raw scores of the student's summative assessment. We have to understand, students, parents, that your grade is coming from your summative assessment and not from formative assessment, because there are two types of assessment in the classroom, the summative and the formative. Formative is only recorded for the purpose of giving you feedbacks or giving you an inputs on how you can improve your performance or skills. Your teachers will also explain to you what is formative and what is summative for you to understand summative and formative assessment. The minimum grade needed to pass a specific learning area is 60, and which is transmuted into 75 in the report card. Kaya gumagamit tayo ng transmutation table as provided by the DepEd Order number 8 series of 2015. Yung 60 ay weighted raw score. At pag i-transmute natin, gamit ang transmutation table, magiging 75. And that 75 is the minimum grade to pass a specific learning area. So, kung magiging 74, meaning fail na ang bata. So, from grade 1 to grade 12, the grades are coming from 3 components, such as written works, performance tasks, and quarterly assessment. But at this school year, as stipulated in the DepEd Order number 31 series of 2020, sa kanyang revisions ay dalawa na lang ang components, which is performance task and written works. But let us see kung ilang weight per components. For example, performance task ilang weight at saka yung written work ilang weight. Because in the past, or I mean in the DepEd Order number 8, usually ang language, ang written work is 30% yung weight of the component. And performance task 50% and quarterly assessment is 20%, which is equivalent to 100%. So you may browse or read the DepEd Order number 8 for particular weight of the components. Or let's look at this table 1, which is the weight distribution of the summative assessment components per learning area for grade 1 to grade 10. And this is applicable for this school year. So this has only two assessment components, which is written works and performance tasks. So for the weights, for languages, AP and ESP, written works is 40%, performance task is 60%. For science and mathematics, written works is 50%, performance task is 50% also. For MAPE, EPP, and TLE, written works is 30%, performance task is 70%. By the way, EPP means is Edukasyon, Pantahanan at Pangkabuhayan, and TLE, Technology and Livelihood Education, as well as MAPE, Music, Arts, Physical Education, and Health. So let's proceed to Table 2. Table 2 shows a weight distribution of summative assessment components per learning area for senior high school or grade 11 and grade 12. So this has also two assessment components such as written works and performance tasks. For senior high school, there are 4 tracks such as academic, TBL, sports, and arts and design. And these tracks has its specialized subjects. So for core subjects, written works is 40%, performance task is 60%, and a total of 100%. So let's go to the academic track. Under academic track, for work immersion, research, business enterprise, exhibits, and performance, written works 50%, performance task 50%. And all other subjects under academic track, written works 40%, performance task is 60%. And then let's go to TBL, sports, arts, and design. So it means TBL, sports, and arts designs has the same weight distributions for written works, performance tasks. So for written works of TBL, sports, and arts and design, both or other subjects, and work immersion, research, exhibit, and performance, written works is 30%, performance task is 70%, and all in all is 100%. Let's look at this table 3, sample computation of written works and performance tasks in languages, AP, ESP for grade 1 to 10, and senior high school core subjects. Okay, by the way, the languages, AP, ESP for grade 1 to 10, and senior high school subjects ay pinagsama na dahil pareho rin ang kanilang written works weight and performance task weight. By the way, this is taken from the DepEd Order number 31 series of 2020. This is under page 7 of 36. So let's take a closer look first at the written works. So as what we can see, there are 4 written works, no? At this side, this is the highest possible. At this cell, this is the highest possible score. And here, the learner A scores, raw score. So by the way, as what stated in this DepEd order, a written works or performance task must be at least 4 in a certain quarter. No, at least 4 siya. So let's look at this. Under highest possible score, sa 4 na written works, yung una is 20, next 25, third 20, and then the fourth one is 20. Kung i-add mo lahat, ay 85 ang total score. At ang magiging percentage score, of course perfect yan, ay magiging 100. And then, as example for learner A, ang kanyang nakuha sa unang written works ay 18, second is 22, and then 20, and then 17. Kung i-add natin lahat or i-plus, ay magiging 77. At paano ito nagiging 91, yung percentage score, ay simply, we divided the learner's score, total score, itong 77, by the highest possible score. 77 divided by 85, and then times 100. Ganun lang. You get a calculator, and then lalabas na 91. And then for the WA, or weighted score, or weighted average, ay nagiging 36.4. Paano ito naging 36.4? Is simply, ang written works kasi ay 40%, meaning 91 by 40%, or 91 times 0.4. At lalabas ay 36.4. So yan na ang weighted average o weighted score for the written works ng learner A. And for his performance task, apat din, as example, una 15 ang highest possible score, second 15, third 25, fourth is 20, a total of 75, and percentage score 100%. And then ito yung score ng bata na una sa performance task, 12, second is 13, 19, 15, and a total of 56. And the percentage score ay 75. The same lang ang pagkuha, pati ng written work ay 56 divided by 75 times 100. No? The score, total score of the learners, divided by the highest possible score times 100 ay lalabas na 75. And then, nagiging, ang weighted average o weighted score ay 45% dahil ang performance task weight ay 60%. This is 75 by 60% or 75 times 0.6, and this will become 45%. No? And then, paano natin makuha ang grade ng bata for this particular subject? Ay simply, we add yung weighted average ng written works and performance task. In this case, ang weighted score or weighted average ay 36.4 and performance task is 45%. So 36.4 plus 45%, this is simply as 81.4. This one is the only initial grade. Hindi pa siya grade, initial grade. So paano siya magiging grade ay ita-transmute natin using a transmutation table. Meron tayong transmutation table from the DepEd Order number 8 series of 2015. Sa Appendix B, itong transmutation table natin. Tingnan natin. Yung initial grade ay 81.4. Tignan natin kung 88 ba ang quarter grade. 81.4. Saan ang 81.4? Tignan natin. This is 90.4. This is 88. 87. Ilan yun? 81.4. Somewhere here. 80.80 to 82.39. Within this interval ang 81.4, no? And this is 88 ang kanyang transmuted grade. And therefore, the grade of learner A is 88.